Indeed. Just wanted to get that. Gotta get that, that effect. Do we have that effect?
Oh, here's
the Tyrell effect.
It's about to get more effecty.
Yes.
In a little bit.
You see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now y'all gonna be able to see the lasers as they, you know what I mean, as they come through. It is what it is.
It's like we just opened the door to Snoop Dogg's house.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
We're in the building.
Gotta build the atmosphere.
Exactly.
And you can see the lasers too. There you go.
That's what I was sitting here all day trying to figure out how am I gonna get them to be able to see that. There we go. We figured it out.
There you go.
All right, I gotta take this mask off because even though it's October, it's not quite Halloween yet. People probably gonna be asking why he has us on and all of that stuff. It's too early. No, it's not. It's October. Plus, I battle demons every day, so so it is what it is.
Purging just casually every Sunday or so.
You know, casually purging them as need be. I'm gonna try not to be distracted by the lights myself.
I'm already distracted.
You know what I mean? It's just like it's a silly thing happening, but it's fun.
It's very encapsulating.
Yes, indeed it is. I'll play some instrumentals in the background.
Sure
I'll play that. You know what I mean? Let the music flow. Yeah. We got some music. My annual Yeah. We got a lot happening. I'm trying to be humble right now. I'm not gonna lie. This show is definitely about a multitude of things, okay? It's not about me, because I'm not the only Tyrell. There's thousands of us. You know what I mean? I found that out because of Facebook. I went on there and was just like, hey, I wonder if I got, how much family I got out here. Bro, I found one group where there's 400 or 500 of us. And it's like, wow. So then I figure if there's 400 or 500 of us, you know what I mean? And we're working and we can work together, what could we change in just that one group? So then, you know what I mean? All kinds of things came to mind. Just it's not let's reach out to other people. And one of these people is Wasi. You know what I mean?
Hello.
I'd like to introduce today's guest for the 200th episode of the Tyrell Effect. How do you pronounce your last name? I don't want to, I was trying to say it earlier.
It's all good. I work in customer service, so I deal with a similar spiel every day.
Okay.
The English pronunciation of my last name is Dimashki.
Dimashki, okay.
The Arabic pronunciation is Dimashkiye. So, a lot, Dimashkiye. So, there's that, or Dimashkiye, or... There are a few different pronunciations or abbreviations, but generally speaking, I think the Dimashki in English is just a lot more consistent.
Okay. Yeah. Because I have Tyrell or Tyrell or Torell. You know what I mean? It's it kind of all sounds the same, minus a little connotation.
Sometimes if I gotta call in sick to work and they send me an email and I get to the voice machine and I'm like, this is Wasim just calling in. I'm a little sick. I think this was pre-COVID, so it's not that kind of sick. But anyways, this is Wasim. He's sick, and I'll just get an email back. And they're like, okay, noted down that Hasim is sick for the day today. Or,
oh, wow.
I've seen so many different abbreviations, but to be honest, phone audio isn't exactly the best type of audio to truly hearing anything. So, it is what it is.
The frequency that a telephone catches is so limited, and then it's minimal too. It's hard to convey the same thing, especially in a speech to text connotation.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine my parents have strong accents? You know what I mean?
I definitely understand.
So I'm trying to figure out now if their Samsungs or something are gonna be able to catch when them on chat patois or something like that. You know what I mean? Because can you imagine being at having a strong foreign accent trying to use a device that wasn't manufactured with my accent into consideration? I'm not the GPS system. Yo man, me want to send me to 73 Eastbourne Avenue. navigating to 73 Tree Eastbourne Avenue. Like, you know what I mean? It's coming out with
You
something.
have to announce the living hell out of it.
Yes.
Like
yes.
every single vowel and all
Every
that
little
stuff.
bit, yeah.
No, I totally get it. I'll be in the car and I'll just say something that sounds like Google, but it's not. I don't actually say Google.
Yep.
And I just activate my phone.
Yep.
And it's just, it can definitely be a boggle or a boogle if my phone will. Actually, nah, it's not receptive to that one.
All I have to do is say okay.
Yeah.
And I got to be careful because, like, I'm filming right now. It'll just throw this whole stream offline. So.
Yeah. Or he drew a doodle. I probably should stop that before I stop the stream.
You know what I mean? It's like, It's kind of funny how technology is like, and you know what? I'm so glad. Like, going back 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Going back 30 years ago. Like, back when the Nintendo was not a mini and couldn't barely hold the 8-bit game, let alone 620.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said, I don't know, but something involving computers. It's funny because, like, me and one of the guys actually had a conversation about that. And, like, I didn't say anything at the time because of how much of a revelation I had. Like, I was kind of just like, as he said, I was just like, wow, because it was around the same time. It was in and around the same time frame. So it's just like, wow, no, there's no way these things can line up like that.
Yeah.
But
I think it tripped me out the first time I saw an Alienware computer with all the different colors and lights on it. And then some crazy guy hooked up the lights on your keyboard to sync with your music. And I just look like I'm having a rave while I'm at lecture. Just so many colors. I had to switch to a MacBook eventually. But it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Oh man, that is great. That is definitely great. All right. So let's talk a bit about. We play music. This is the music podcast. You know what I mean? I have a few podcasts that are running. There's there's daddy-daughter time. I did that earlier today with my daughter.
That's cool.
Yeah, that honestly is so much fun. It gives me time to connect with her. You know, we can touch base on, life and all of that fun stuff. Life from her perspective, you know.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And then there's Tough Talks. That's coming back on this Monday. It's a combat sports podcast.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
UFC, all that good stuff.
UFC, WWE, more WWE than
More
UFC,
WWE.
but we touched base on UFC, we touched base on UFC now that there's Fight Island.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, bro.
It's lit. I've got roommates who are obsessed with it, man, and like the Saturday nights, no more bars. It's just UFC nights.
Yeah,
now.
I watched it on my phone. I was walking around the house watching it on my phone. Like, I was downstairs in the studio working on a project. It's there on the speaker. I'm just watching out the corner of my eye. Got upstairs. Main event. I was falling asleep during the main event.
Oh
but
no, I've been there. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. But I heard the excitement from it, and I saw the repeat of the finish. It was like, what? He was not. I don't even want to mispronounce his name. The current light heavyweight champ.
Are you current?
I
am not into UFC as much as my roommates, but I will watch it because it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that brings me to this one, the Tyrell effect, where we discuss something and basically try to see how long it takes before other people are affected by it.
Interesting.
Yes, I came up with this. I came up with this thing. When was it? Oh man, it was.
I'm loving the music, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
This is like my lo-fi study music, I swear.
All right. All right. Yeah, just giving us some background. You know what I mean? Some background chatter, some background ambiance, so to speak. But yeah, it was. Okay, gosh, forgive my ego. I was dealing with personal complications that were created by a corporation. I told them that I was losing my patience. They said, well, you're going to have to work harder if you want to make it. I then said, you know what? you're supposed to be doing something for people that you're not, so your job, I'm gonna take it. Saw the individual, called his friends, and told him, listen, if y'all got a part to partake in this element that's making me lose all my patience, then we gonna have to see how many y'all gonna make it.
I love that. I love that.
Ultimately, the PM got told to the PM. This was when Hopper was taking all of our caking.
I love whatever that is. I'm liking that. I love, man. It's real talk, but presented with lyrical fashion.
That's where we're at. So it was in the PM that I told the PM when Hopper was taking all of our caking, that before the Pan Am Games was gonna be making any for caking, he was gonna be gone.
I'm in love with your lyrical action.
Thank you very much, because them lyrics took traction. Because as the time dwelled on, it wasn't just me. It had to take more than society. I tweeted, I tweet. I tweeted, I tweet. I tweetily, deedly, deeded and tweet. I said
That's
war.
Cool, man.
I said there's a war on capitalism. There's a war for change. I'll go to war with anybody who doesn't agree that this change needs to be changed.
It does, man.
And, well, like I said, I spoke to it. No one believed because of the power he had. I said it again. I said it happy. I said it mad. And shortly, even though not a lot agree with who knows, and we ended up with Trudeau, before the Pan Am Games, Mr. Hopper did go.
Mm-hmm.
And he took a couple people with him. Took a couple people with him. So that was, and then I called the office of the premier because I, to this date, have been on the phone with them for 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
9 years, I've been on the phone with them for every week.
Wow.
Consistently.
Up until this point?
Up until this point.
Wow.
And one of the representatives of the office of the premier said, I guess they felt the Tyrell effect.
I guess they did. I see what you did there now. That's pretty cool.
So now I have to keep myself in check because my neck I must protect because there's a lot of people who I've garnered their respect. You know what I mean? And I have to make sure that with this capacity I possess that I don't put anyone in distress. But these corporations, bro.
It's like a big test.
I'm telling you. And it's like they want me to rest. And I refuse until I do my best.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah.
As we profess.
Yeah. Chasing down the grind to fulfill somebody else's dream.
I'm telling you,
That's
man.
what it's all about.
It's like there's no end to what they're willing to do.
Yeah.
No end to what they're willing to do.
So you just get a computer, you get a mic, and you do your own thing.
Exactly. Just said, man, like, so speaking of doing your own thing, I always say, and I've always said, anybody, and that means anybody who carries their instrument with them is serious and dedicated about their art. So, y'all can't see it because it's off camera right now. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Tyrell Effect, episode 200. We're in the building with Wasim Demeshki.
You got it.
All right. I will eventually off camera ask you for the other pronunciation because I like to respect the cultural origin of the individual.
And in case there are pronunciations that I don't get, please let me know because I want to show you the same respect, man.
I appreciate that. And you see, that's how it's supposed to be. This is what I love about this frequency. You know what I mean? Like we're from, I would say, two completely different genres of music. Yeah,
but we can still, to some degree, appreciate the skill behind, every single thing. And it's important to branch out. It's important to be able to taste all the different wonderful flavors of life.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Indeed. Like, I'll break out my drum box at a moment's notice and just tap, but I just don't want to take away from, I'm kind of shy with it because I don't want to take away from the artist. I just kind of want to give
I totally get it.
Just like an undertone of just rhythm so people stay with whatever is being played.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's fun though. Like, and there are a lot of talented guitarists out here, and like but I heard you playing. I did hear your playing, and your style is unique.
Thank you.
Your style is unique, and I heard, and it's just like, okay.
I appreciate that.
No problem. And that's why, you know what I mean, I approach you as just like, okay, there's something about it, and it's not to discredit anybody else, you know what I mean? Like, there's something about the way you played that kind of spoke to me in a different way. So it's just like, all right, let me talk to him and learn a little bit from him. Let me kind of try and see.
And I can learn a little bit from you and from this.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I'm glad we can, you know what I mean, come to that point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's a lot that we can do when we're willing to learn from one another. And like I said, I'm just like, so what brought you to the guitar? Like, what was it that, and are there other instruments that you played before this?
I guess we'll start from the beginning.
Please.
And I guess, you know what, I guess I could give a life story to some degree, as long as it encapsulates music. I'm not going to, be full TMI over here, but I was originally born in the Middle East. I'm a Canadian citizen. However, I did spend a portion of my high schooling in a interesting place in the world called the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I went to a British school over there.
Okay.
And I met people from all walks of life. I've got friends from Australia, South Africa, Brazil, Sri Lanka, every single, it's interesting. I got German friends. I got just a whole spruce, and just it's so interesting being in classrooms over there in an international school in the Middle East, because you walk into the classrooms and you hear all these different accents. So it's interesting. I grew up liking The Cure because my mother inspired me a little bit with The Cure, a little bit of new wave, but I never really developed my own music taste because let's just say all the radio stations in Saudi Arabia played a different language. But there came the option to join a music class at the school. So I had to get a classical guitar, and the first song I butchered was La Cucaracha. La Cucaracha, La Cuc. It's just that was the first song I ever learned, and then I just dropped the guitar for a bit and just never really, came back to it until I met one of the most influential best friends of my life. His name was Ziad Ziali.
Okay.
He became one of my best friends in high school. He was from South Africa.
Okay.
So he spoke with the Afrikaans. Afrikaans. I love the accent. It's absolutely amazing. And he played guitar, and it's interesting because he was this shy. I wouldn't say necessarily shy, but the way that we got to know each other was through a video game called Fallout New Vegas. I just randomly threw the reference, and he somehow knew it. But he also played a lot of Metallica. He listens to rap, but then he recently got into Metallica.
Okay.
And it's interesting because South African background, really grew up with rap. But when he came to Saudi Arabia, he met a few of our friends, and he showed him Metallica, and he's like, you know what? I listened to rap my whole life, but for some reason, I vibe with Metallica.
I hear that.
And then we showed him the Black Sabbath, and he loved Black Sabbath. And he had an electric guitar. And he's like, Wasim, when you go back home for the summer, and you go back to Lebanon for the summer, and if you got your birthday money, get a bass guitar, learn that bass guitar so we could play together. And man, the first song I ever played in a band was Paranoid by Black Sabbath, but 4 times slowed down. We got this 2-minute song and turned it into an 8-minute song.
Wow.
But the thing is, like, even though we played it incorrectly, we played it, and it was an amazing experience. So, fast forward through the years, I eventually got I think I got the video game Rocksmith at the time, and I used that as a way to learn guitar. I knew nothing about guitar today, and to be honest, I wouldn't even consider myself a guitarist at the level that the people I play with. To be honest, it's why I revert to rhythm. I play guitar good enough to play in a band, not necessarily start soloing crazy Jimi Hendrix or Van Halen or anything like that, or anything like that. But I simply put it, I love contributing to something that involves music and adding to it. I try not to make myself the main focus, which has definitely been a challenge because, fast forward through, university, I eventually got involved with a student club called Go Live at Brock. It's still active today. Follow it at Go Live at Brock U, Instagram, Facebook. Check it out. It's this music club that I worked with to help with people who are now like my best friends in life. Kirk Danuco, Vanessa Servant at the time, and now we've got an awesome group right now. I'll mention a few names: Vishal. And that's where I met my first bandmates, Jesse and Chase Chappelle, and as well as Noah Culp.
Okay.
Jesse, Chase swap between drums and guitar. They're twins, which is hilarious. Twins swapping between their instruments, like, oh, who's the guitarist? Who's the drummer?
Wow.
Noah Culp, who shreds on bass. I could honestly keep naming names, but I don't want this to be a whole list naming
Hey, bro,
podcast.
this is about you, man.
Yeah,
We're playing the music in the
but-
background. They hear those Anno Domini beats.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
The block is here
I
with
love it.
Wasim Demeshki. We are on the 200th episode. Like I said, it's not about me. Y'all hear me every week, so y'all take some time to listen to what he's talking about. He's talking about the band Arrows. Is that the one you were just discussing?
This is the most recent one, Arrows.
The most recent band,
So,
Arrows. Okay.
I used to work for the student union at Brock. I
Yes.
was the web and marketing coordinator.
All right.
And her name is Lori Brady. Her husband, Paul Brady, knows Chris, who owns Sessions on the River.
Okay.
So Chris owns Sessions on the River, and she told me that they were getting a competition going on where you come in, you audition, and then you go back home, and then they just, get this whole list of musicians and artists, and they mix it up, and they turn them into bands. And to some degree, it's just, seeing what talent is out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to look at it as a heavy competition by any means, because if I look at music competitively speaking, it ruins the fun out of music. I like playing because it's a form of expression, and being able to foster that form of expression. So the way that I look at it is, as long as I can drive to this music studio that I usually go once every week to help record songs, and hopefully I'll showcase an original song that my first ever original song that I've ever worked on, that, sounds good. You can see it on YouTube. Check my Instagram, wasim.mp3, for the actual full snippet, the full song. It's a demo. I'll tell you what, the current version sounds a lot more faster and more energy.
Wasim.mp3, check that out. That's Wasim, WASIM.mp3 on Instagram. Just making sure they get
on
that.
Instagram. You got it.
All right.
For just a taste of the full song with the band. But today I will play an acoustic version of it. But it's interesting because I've spent my whole life trying to contribute to something, and for once I'm put in a role where I have to make something for myself and have other people help me make that. And that's like such a unique experience. And I would have never thought ever, if you probably asked me 3 or 4 years ago, first joining Brock, that I would ever currently be sitting in a seat right now, talking about my music on an awesome podcast with Mr. Tyrell himself.
Thank you. I'm humbled. And I guess, well, he called it an awesome podcast. And I mean, on this podcast, we have and we will continue to promote talent, local and beyond. You know what
Beautiful.
I mean?
That's what we should be doing, helping everybody out.
Exactly. Niagara region is teeming with so many creative people. I've talked to dozens myself. I just want to see, and that's part of why I keep going, because it's like I haven't met everybody yet. You know what I mean?
I have sorry, I'm so sorry for interrupting,
Go
but
ahead.
you brought up the concept of space, and I did have to say this. We were struggling as a music club back at Brock to find a location to play at. I just realized this laptop is blocking.
Yeah, I'm just
I was like, where are you? There you are.
There we go,
So we would struggle to find a place to jam because we went to the Brock campus next to the Starbucks.
Yeah.
I see Jesse and Chase Chappelle rolling these big heavy tube amps that they had to bring up on an elevator.
Yeah.
And they put it on the lowest volume, on the lowest voltage. And the Starbucks complained and we got kicked out. So we needed a place to jam. And I really need to say this because this place is shutting down.
Wow.
Ryson's Music School on Court Street, downtown St. Catharines, has existed there for a very long time. The owner, Ann Diane, is an absolute, I don't just say beautician, it's a lot more than that. Words can't express how awesome this individual is. To look at us, see that we're a music club, we're just trying to provide a space for other students to collaborate. The music club existed because students come from all parts of the Canada, the world even.
Yeah.
They don't know anyone, they're lost, they need friends, and the music club helped incorporate that. So when she heard our story, she's like, I've got rehearsal rooms upstairs, I've got drum kits, I've got amps, use them for free.
Wow.
For free.
And they're shutting her down?
They're shutting down, unfortunately, but I wanted to also say that it's a unique school because not only was it fostered by this awesome lady. Have you heard of Dallas Green?
Dallas
City
name
in
sounds
Color,
familiar.
Alexis on Fire.
Yes.
He's from St. Catharines, and he was taught at that school.
Really?
So it was kind of cool to get a music club that was connected to a Canadian, I would say a current Canadian music legend of Alexis on Fire and City in Color. And I feel like there's some sort of weird connection, and I feel like I did have to kind of put it out there that we're going to, and I hope something can happen that you can still keep it going on. But Ryson's is awesome, and thank you for everything that you've given us.
Do they want to keep it going, or is it like
I mean, I didn't look at the actual reasoning, but I know they are closing. But I just wanted to kind of like, to some degree, put it out there and put the respect where the respect is due.
Yeah, if y'all can look into that and see what can be done on your parts, you never know. What I mean? We got to keep entities like that alive,
or at least recognize it. Even if it goes away, recognize that as a movement or as an idea, and to keep that idea moving.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely.
Oh man, we're eventually gonna get into some tracks. I'm not sure which ones to get into personally. I'm good vibing right now.
I got carried away a little bit.
No, it's all good. It's all good. People, like I said, this is an opportunity for people to get to know you and see, you on like both sides of the coin or both sides of the guitar, so to speak. You know what I mean? So like, and that's the thing. I found that as an artist, when I was looked at as an artist, I had to be an artist, and that was it, the art. And I was just like, well, wait, there's some other. I like to cook too sometimes. You know what I mean? I play video games. Where's the time for that? Like,
I've been learning how to make chicken curry lately.
Okay. Do we have a show for you? Do we have a show for you?
Let's just say I make a mean batch of chicken curry, and I combine the broth with coconut milk, and it's just sweet, man. It's sweet and spicy.
No.
I cut real peppers up in there with the curry spice. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this into a cooking podcast.
You know what you were talking about? It's funny because we just filmed this podcast called Two Moms Cooking, and you're literally walking through. Check out Two Moms Cooking when it goes up on cultureshock.com. But you're literally walking through the whole process. That's what I want to show you if you have a moment. But oh man, it's dope. The chicken, now I've always been raised to. I've always heard it as curry chicken. Now, chicken curry, there's curry and there's chicken. It doesn't really matter what way what's phrased. It's all in there.
I think the curry's the spice and whatever meat you have with it. So it could be chicken with curry. If maybe you're pushing the chicken out there, let's say you did like reverse sear, sort of like really like nice, like tough, crispy shell and then like a soft interior, then I would probably say chicken with curry. But if the spice is all what it's about, I don't know. Maybe it's just like...
No, that makes sense.
Tom and Jerry and Tom, I don't even know.
No, it makes sense. No, and that's why I talk about these things, because I like to hear other perspectives on it. It's not just, like, there's 7 billion of us. It's not just my way. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who think that, and that's what's creating some kind of complications all over the place. So I try to avoid that kind of conduct. It's like I try to be diplomatic and not democratic. Democratic? No, not democratic. Diplomatic? Democracy, yeah.
Democracy, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness.
Defo.
There's some nice tunes playing on here. So what genre would you say you fall into?
I would definitely say, if I had to immediately tell you, probably alternative.
Alternative?
100% alternative. Don't get me wrong, nothing puts me in the right mood more than a guitar with just such good distortion. When I was a kid, I was a big fan of Green Day.
Okay.
But that expanded ever since I came to Canada. Canada has opened up my music taste tremendously. Even in the own genres that I specifically listen to. I now listen to different kinds of rock. A lot of Canadian music. I really, really like Canadian music. I don't know what it is about it, man, but we're really underrated. In all honesty, like I love the fact that I can see really good Canadian bands at a local joint like Warehouse downtown St. Catharines for like $10 or $20.
Yep.
And with COVID, it just sucks to what's happening to these music venues, man. Like
if I had a garage, bro, I would be hosting and like if you have a garage, take this idea. I would be hosting live performances from my garage. Put the camera at the bottom.
Garage owners beware. Or you should know, not be
a garage or a barbecue or a backyard.
Yeah.
Like, just put that camera, face the garage, live event, you know what I mean? Have them in the garage, backyard little thing, you know what I mean? 15, 20, 23 people, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But now it's like, you can't even, it's like, you breathe too hard, people are looking at you like, Is that the COVID? No, it's not the COVID, motherfucker. It's flu season. It's cold and flu season.
It's cold and flu season.
Like, that's why, and it's funny that you're talking about, I like the fact that you brought up the spices because I'm trying to tell people during the cold and flu season, eat more spices.
That, and my mom has a small, very simple remedy of just simply boiling water, slice of lemon, piece of ginger. Classic.
See, sometimes I'll get a Halls. The lemon and the ginger is much better than just getting the hulls and dissolving it in the water and start 2 hulls stirring it up.
I've never tried that before, actually.
Yeah, but if you're in if you need like a quick kick, like just
hulls and water.
Hulls, dissolve it in some hot water.
See that. It'll be
saves you on it's like neocitrin.
I feel like it would hit you a lot better than saliva would do. It actually makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fisherman. I don't know if fisherman.
Fisherman's Friend works for it too.
Either or.
Yeah.
Combine them together.
I'm a big fan of Fisherman's Friend. As soon as my throat starts to scratch, I'm getting a Fisherman's Friend, and I'm like, I have that regular. Nah.
It's crazy how much it's used there, man.
It's bonkers, man.
That's for sure.
There's so much, and now it's spiking. It's like, so let me get this straight. You're gonna stop providing what people need, and then tell them they can't do the things to make what they need. Hold on.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird situation.
Oh man, I gotta take this moment to shout out Slightly Intoxicated. Y'all need to check out the Slightly Intoxicated webpage on Facebook. Show some love.
Jesse?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Jesse
Bourgeois. Yeah,
Bourgeois.
Yeah. My dude. He's just I can't even describe him.
I've met Jesse. He's a cool dude.
He's a very cool dude.
Plays bass pretty well too.
Yeah, and he's just down for the cause.
You also post pretty good memes too, Jesse. I follow you.
Okay. See, I'm usually I should be on Facebook and Instagram more because I'm on Facebook up there and Instagram down there. I should be on them more, but it's just like by the time I'm done this, I gotta go back into the studio, make sure people don't, you know what I mean? People are doing, not even doing, everybody's doing the thing, you know what I mean? That's why, again, that's sort of one of the things I love about what's happening here at Expose the North, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We got Culture Shock, which is a magazine and a website now. Oh, my gosh. By the way, they released the nominations for the Niagara Music Awards. Somehow, through a twist of fate, Expose the North has ended up on there.
Nice.
As nominees for Promoter of the Year. So I got to give Jenny all the credit. Working that website. You know what I mean?
That's great news.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. So there's a lot of people on that list. So you know what I mean? Check it out. Niagara Music Awards on Facebook. Check out that page. It's a humbling experience because
I'm sorry, my phone is blowing up
go ahead,
randomly.
Go ahead.
Just gotta quickly check this out real quick.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, it's definitely this is the second time. Well, actually, this is the first time we've been nominated as Expose the North. The second time someone involved with Expose the North has been nominated. So it's awesome. 2020, we made a little bit of a mark here. We kind of. We garnered a little bit of attention here. And the thing is, it's not like we just garnered the attention and took it to ourselves and did some foolishness. We actually, I like to believe we brought to you some of the latest from some of the soon-to-be greatest.
Sorry, 1 second. My parents are calling.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize. Family first, fam.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Baba.
All right, so.
Is everything?
We are here. I am going to.
Is everything okay?
Jump into the music.
Yeah.
And then we gonna see what life has in store.
Like a podcast. I got invited on a podcast and I was recording it. It's like live. You might. Is mom haddak?
Up. All right. So, yes, I just cut that abruptly. That's the culture shock. You've heard it a couple of times. You know what I mean? If you've been watching, thank you. If you haven't been watching, what's wrong with you? I shouldn't say it like that. If you haven't been watching, where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at? But no, we have cut out to tune in to the styles of Wasim Dimeshki. So, without further ado,
Yeah. Guess we'll just get started.
yeah.
Let's go. Not what you say, it's what you do, honey. These were the words that you brought into my mind daily. We'd argue and fight, dead at night, till that sun rising up. I was out of luck and you feeling petrified. I wanna fly away in my airplane. To you, but I'm alone somehow, making sweet sounds, getting better now, ain't it crazy? Found somebody new, she's pretty cool. I held her hand, she said, you're my man, without thinking, I say, let's fly away in my airplane. Can't catch me now, faster than sound, supersonic plane. Let's fly away in my airplane. It's all about faster than sound, supersonic plane. So just a quick, fun, fast number. There you go.
Wow. Now y'all believe what I done said earlier about him playing his own style, don't you? See? I know what I'm talking about. That was a dope song.
I'm glad.
I have
no idea how it's going to be conveyed. That's the thing. So I feel like I'm playing in front of them, to see what they think.
I was standing here, and I'm just like as you're playing, like the rhythm is just crawling up through me to do something, and I'm just like, I can't leave and get the cajon. What am I going to do? I saw the thing. I'm just like, man, I hope he can stay on beat while I reach for this.
It's so funny. You know how you've got is that a tambourine or is that a foot tambourine?
It's a foot tambourine.
You're about to laugh right now, and everybody just know this right now. I've got one inside.
That's excellent.
There we go.
That's excellent.
So you're not the only one that showed up here with a foot.
Man.
I mean, you live here, but you're not the only one with a foot tambourine, my friend.
Man, that is dope.
If you don't have a foot tambourine, what are you doing with your life?
I'm telling you, like as soon as I got the cajon, I was just like, how do I this is
it's
not
the one
enough.
instrument you probably could wear while you're jogging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Create your own music. That should be a thing now. Instead of listening to music while you jog, just take a tambourine.
or get someone like there's always that whole medieval feel of having that mandolin type player while you're walking down. Like I want to do something like that, and I'm gonna say it out loud because I know someone's gonna take the idea and run with it, but I'll still do it better. Like where you walking down the street, like the same way I was just rhyming over the beat, just walking down the street. Oh, good day. Are you having fun? Hooray! So I was just playing the music to it.
It's like enjoying your run. I'm glad you are. Good day, sir.
Good They say, "Are you running far?"
You would. To be honest, if I carried a mandolin, I'd have to feel elegant to some degree. Like I have to, play with my pinky finger up.
The hat with the feather in it and everything.
Look like Robin Hood to some degree.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Actually, believe it or not, my neighbor, not my neighbor, the property managers, the woman, in her bloodline, Robin Hood, like Robin Hood's in her bloodline.
Wow.
Yeah.
Robin Hood's a sick individual.
Yeah. Fast forward to the fact that in not high school, the academy that I went to learn like sound engineering, they called me Corporate Robin Hood.
Corporate Robin Hood.
Yeah, because I was there, and like whenever anybody had an issue with like a corporation or something, I'd be like, okay, tell me what your problem is. I'm gonna tell you how to fix it. This is how you do it. But that doesn't work with this situation. I say, yes, it does. Trust me. And they go and they talk the situation. I say, don't back down. You know what I mean? Don't back down. Stick to these facts, and you will succeed in your quest. And so many people have come back. Oh my gosh, can't believe you were right. They gave me this. They gave me that. They had to do this. They had to do that. That's why I'm laughing right now, because like I'm in a situation where Yelp has taken basically $360 from me. And I'm looking at it just like, okay, that's like $400. That's a car payment. I want that back. I want it back now. I want it back right now. So I called them, I emailed them, I sent them messages, called my credit card company. I got to wait 15 days. Bro, you know what 15 days is going to do to an anxious man?
A lot.
Oh my gosh. Like they don't know. Like, and I said, you know what?
I understand. No, I get it.
I said, if you call me without a solution to this civil gentleman right here is not going to be the same one who presents himself. No, you can't make...
It's like, can you please lower your voice, sir? Like, I'm literally calling you guys every single day for 2 weeks. Because you got to get it dealt with.
Yeah.
It sucks because the thing is you got to look at it their end, right?
Yep.
So I work at a call center job.
Okay.
But then if I'll have like Wi-Fi issues, I'll call like Virgin for issues. And I just realized I'm literally sitting in a call center desk talking to somebody who's in a call center desk.
No.
So it's just like we're too much like the same. So no.
That should be an episode on Culture Shot. Just like, hi, I need some help. Well, so do I. Get me out of this place.
It's just like, hi, this is Steve from Virgin on a recorded line. Hi, this is with Steve on a recorded line as well. I got you. I'm recording you.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man,
that is great. Oh,
show up, show what you got.
Show what you got. Show up to show out. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Lee. What am I gonna do? We've been running for an hour. Jeez, would you look at that? I might go for another 25 minutes just to round it off.
I think that's chill, isn't it? Too?
Yeah.
Vibe out. That's all I say. Vibe for 25 more minutes.
All right. So since I cut the track earlier, I think I'm gonna play it again. There we go.
Right, blood. You know what's up with the girls, them see and feel happy. Yo, with we, the girls are never lonely. You understand me? Rock away. You know? Well, yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me I drive and I
One of my
watch
favorite
you.
tunes ever. Every time it comes on, this happens to me and I have no control whatsoever over it.
Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me I drive and I watch you. Don't worry, baby, because your love not shit. It's a gonna be a fun, she never come near. Treat y'all good treatment, not too badly. Yes, me figured anytime me see Kimby knocks, no question. Tell her if he come near me. What a girl cute, nice and lovely. I mash up my brain, make me head start early. Anytime she put on the expensive things, me like it. Give her me number, tell her link me up quickly. Yo, the girl strong, look how the girl burn. Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me I drive and I watch you the gear. Don't worry, baby, because your love not shit. It's a girl of your far, she never come near. Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me I drive and I watch you the gear. Don't worry, baby, because your love not shit. It's a girl of your far, she never come near. Can't right block anytime I'll be here. They feel me drive and they be my most peer. Make sure we show in your name and gear. Any artist here style she want in her ear. She make love to her right that no care fear. If a girl of your far, she never come near. Me have to make this girl no fear and really care. I'm in a break her heart I feel. Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. fight here. While me a drive and I want change the gear. Don't worry, baby, cause your love not share. If I gonna stay far, she ever come near.
Yo, me treat gal good treatment, not too badly. Yes, me figure anytime me see Kimby knocks, no question. Tell her to come near me. What a girl cute, nice and lovely. I mash up me brain, make me head start hurt me. Anytime she put on the expensive things, me like it. Give her the number, tell her link me up quickly. Yo, the girl strong, look how the girl burn.
Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me a drive and I want change the gear. Don't worry, baby, because your love not share. If I gonna see you far, she ever come near. Yeah, me want you feel love me because I care. While me a drive and I want change the gear. Don't worry, baby, because your love not share. If I gonna see you far, she ever come near.
When I smoke on a loud, neighbors say turn it down. Blowing O's to the clouds, clear the demons around. When I smoke on a loud, neighbors say turn it down. Blowing O's to the clouds, clear the demons around. When I smoke on a loud, neighbors say turn it down. Blowing O's to the clouds, clear the demons around. I get green by the pound, look like Oscar the Grouch. Knock me out on the couch, know I'm talking about. Pink tuna in the can, 13 for a gram. Got the hood going ham, cushed out, goddamn. I could barely even stand, cushed out, goddamn. Gotta smoke that good shit, cause I always been a fan. Backwoods by the pack, if they dry, bring them back. Yeah, I always been a fan. Roll more than a gram. Smoking bush, what's the odds? Man, I'm only smoking quads. Gotta keep my shit in jars. Moon rocks, I'm on Mars. I don't pass, so don't ask. You ain't drop on the gas. You ain't dip in your stash. You be tripping, so I laugh. Why you act so needy? Boy, I only smoke Kiki. Why your weed so leafy? Got a link out in BC. If you wanna link, let me know. I can teach you niggas how to grow. Charlie taught a nigga long ago. Bring your own if you tryna smoke. Come on, weed so exotic. And my girl so exotic. I'll be smoking on that chronic. Or that, whatchamacallit. I could roll like Sonic. Keep the roach if you want it. Big blunts is what's guanin'. Try to tell you I'm on it. I don't smoke them bongs. I don't eat them edibles. But the white shark got me lit, and the Hulk's incredible. When I smoke on the loud, neighbors say turn it down. Blowing O's to the clouds, clear the demons around. I get green by the pound, look like Oscar the Grouch. Knock me out on the couch, know I'm talking about. Pink tuna in the can, 13 for a gram. Got the hood going ham, cushed out, goddamn. I could barely even stand, cushed out, goddamn. Gotta smoke that good shit, cause I always been a fan. This is drip hop. Told you. B-boy Kango hat, Gucci flip-flops. This is drip hop. Told you. This is drip hop. Told you. B-boy Kango hat, Gucci flip-flops. B-boy Kango hat, Gucci flip-flops. B-boy Kango hat, Gucci flip-flops. They're too fly, they're not ready. This is drip hop. B-boy Kango hat, Gucci flip-flops. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, never stop. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, endless guap. Drip hop, your white come stop. See that? Where niggas chillin' the weed spot. Girl breast poke out her tank top. I think I'ma chop that. Just creep up like a sly cat. Mommy, you fittin', I want that. She know that I'm G'd up. Everything new from the feed up. Look so fresh with a clean cut. They think that I'm cocky. 10 deep up in the party. Man, them rockin' Versace. You know who I play with. Man, think a circus, I play trick. Bad man, a dip, I no play tip. You see how we rollin'. Big money car, we foldin'. I'm so hot like an oven. I'm taking my spot back. And I don't think no one can stop that. I'm just too tall like a top hat. They know what my name is. Private name, about to be famous. Young, rich, black, and I'm dangerous. I gotta get it. Drip, hop, endless, guap. Drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, never stop, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, never stop.
Oh, you know we ain't stopping, man. Never. Hey, yo, Private, what up, boy? See you, boy. Yeah. You know, sometimes they think you sleeping, man. You just gotta wake their ass up right quick. Huh? And we gonna start with this. This that drip, hot. Tell them boys stop. Been popping for a minute. Just get into the guap. Private hit the Motorola. Say, nigga, why pop? You been silent for a minute. Time to show that drip hot. Look, I strapped your bitch with a plastic, no bussin'. It's fake as these niggas out here calling me cousin. Niggas playing husband. While your wife calling me bugging. I done seen it all. Yeah, that hard shit, man, it's nothing. You ain't got 5 niggas, no, your boy stop frontin'. Say I got a problem and they asking what I'm offering. Been about a decade and I'm just getting started. Humble from the get, now I'm getting kinda heartless. Mumble shit is trash, gotta ask him where the art is. Gas in the air, that's the eye, was a target. Getting laid off that Ray and F, that's the white licks. 2 buddies in the telly giving off that white licks. Spill it on the counter for that white hit. Snow falling down in the summer and I like it. Hit Kalani for that drip drop, gotta ice it. See your bitch out on the road, I'm a wife it. Nah, I ain't never gonna stop. Got too much in the vault, we gon' start with this drip hop. Nah, nigga, I ain't never gonna stop. Got too much in this vault, we gon' start with this drip hop. Cause it's that drip hop,
Endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, never stop, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, endless, guap, drip, hot, never stop.
Tell them all my niggas are the same shit. They ain't make a buy, they gon' take shit. When they ride by with a stainless, with that drive by, get a facelift. It's monkey business, cool ape shit. We don't take shit, we just break shit, and then we make flips. I got the case ripped, like embrace it. We go 8, bitch. So it make no sense, so I drip. Just put 22s on my whip. You couldn't put a 22 on my lip. Hop another coupe with 2 new side chicks. It's really not the word, it's suicide whip. Kick yourself with the suicide kick. You ain't gotta ask what to do to my bitch. See what the pussy gon' do to my fist. Stay back, or the we fast track it. Walking through like we backpacking. Baby looking like a red bone. She told me right that in her headstone. You murder corn, grinding with a pair of phones. A danger zone, a little boy ran along. I made a song, I had my banana on the hammer. Gonna still with a banger problem. What you really thought? Last charge, you gotta hit me hot. Whipping fast when I bend the block. Better rats about me in the head of the shot, but the metal of the pop if you ready to flop. My flows had to level them up. Lyricism on another level. Deliveries are on another level. Yeah, I kept them up. I go rah rah. Like a dungeon dragon and a dungeon banger with 100 clansmen. And the disrespect is to the 100 gunmen with 100 hands. You come a jump it past like all I really know is this gang shit. And all I really know is how to bang shit. You can read about it in my pamphlet. And I'm putting that on my handkerchief.
Like 2-door little whip. And a tan mommy that strip. I ain't sleep, no, not a wink. Only Red Bull, I don't drink. We can go half on beg. Coke pop boil like an egg. Make an omelet with my arm whip. Napkin, let it air drip. Last place could turn first quick on the 3rd trip. You ain't heard shit. Bulldog hard hurt shit. Graveyard hard work shit. Over 30 still broke, gotta be the worst shit. Rebuke that. Facts gotta get the loot back. Jewelry looking like a loot bag. Push loud, you can smell it right through the book bag. 10 days past, still driving with the temp tags. Dollar bills, I don't bang flags. I don't set claim, I don't act sick with a shit rollie, that's a plain Jane. Niggas fucked up the damn game. Private number, private name, private suite, private jet, private stash, private bets, private property, private fence. Guess I'm just on a private flex. All I really know is that gang shit. And all the pussy niggas on the same shit. And you ain't gotta ask who I came with. Trade bars and you know my nigga dangerous.
Tell them all my niggas on the same shit. They ain't make a buy, they gon' take shit. When they ride by with a stainless, with that drive by, get a facelift. It's monkey business, cool ape shit. We don't take shit, we just break shit, and then we make flips. I got the case ripped, like embrace it. We go 8, bitch.
In the dance hall, I tell her tech time. Bad man playing the wall, I tech wine. Shout to say she want my IG next time. Fucking with me, she'll get slime. In the dance hall, I tell her tech time. Bad man playing the wall, I tech wine. Shout to say she want my IG next time. Fucking with me, she'll get slime. Shout to say she want my IG next time. Fucking with me, she'll get slime. Willie bunks pan the girl. Fuck her out and Willie bunks pan the girl. Willie bunks pan the girl. Fuck her out and Willie bunks pan the girl. Willie bunks pon the girl. Hey. Fuck her out and really bunks pon the girl. She love rub down me 40 cal. Tell me some me off boat 40 girl. Lad, oh she take this thing for. She not bad like me middle finger. She not bad. She not bad like me pinky finger. And you not bad. She not bad like me. She not bad like me middle finger. She not bad. She not bad like me pinky finger. She not bad like me pinky finger. And you not bad. She not bad like me trigger finger. Are you dumb? I'ma drop these niggas. It's gonna be a crime scene when I pop these niggas. I'm cleaning up house when I mop these niggas. Couldn't kill Gully Demon if you was godly, nigga. I'm too advanced for you to dance. These chest wounds, it wasn't part of your plan. You slip off the strap, switch up like it was trans. You never grind online, only time you on the gram. I swear to God, you don't know me, nigga. Wanna act like a clown, I'm your homie, nigga. Wanna slap you in your dome when I dome these niggas. I be shooting off the jump like Kobe. Too easy. I need my chips at the dip, it's too cheesy. Shit, I need a fifth at the clip, it's too greasy. Fuck, I unload that bitch, you know it's GD. Fuck.
She wanna link up, she hit me with the maybe. Cause I'm on now, you wanna reach out. Girl, I know you tryna play me. Boy, you must be crazy. No time, I ain't looking for no lady. It's sunny over here, you tryna make it shady. S-Class, first class, my Mercedes. Daily, they pray on my downfall daily. They mad cause we working daily. Cause we run through the tracks like Bailey. Them can't do the max, them failing. No boat on the ship, I'm sailing. 1, 2, 3, 4 girls trailing. Big plane, hold on to the railing. Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line now. Big plane on the runway. See me soon fly out. Chain shine like sun ray. And the watch call time out. Big plans coming on the way. And you guys soon find out. She ghosted me the other day. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same shorty on my line now. 2, 3, 4. Same shorty on my line now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same shorty on my line now. I'ma let them know. I'ma let them know. I'ma let them know. I'ma let them know. Time let them know.
Hey yo, E, you a fool for this one, homie. It's been quite a while that I known I need to change something. God chose my life for shit, and his M's just stayed shoveling. Picked up substance abuse, why? Just for something to do. It was nothing but cool till I found some blood in my stool. Now, Percocets, I ain't fucking Jew. What is new? I've been doused in booze since I bounced from school. And I know that I say that I don't have a problem. I'm starting to doubt if it's true. I picked up substance abuse, why? Just for something to do. It was nothing but cool till I found some blood in my Now, Percocets, I ain't fucking cheap. My life for shit. And his Zims just stayed shoveling. Picked up substance abuse. Why? Just for something to do. It was nothing but cool till I found some blood in my stool. Now, Percocets, I ain't fucking cheap. What else new? I've been doused in booze since I bounced from school. And I know that I say that I don't have a problem. I'm starting to doubt if it's true. I know that I say that I don't have a problem. I'm starting to doubt if it's true. Know that I say that I don't have a problem. I'm starting to doubt if it's true. I know I got some hills to climb and a couple of mountains to move. I just feel like I'm killing time while I wait for my health to improve. I can only blame myself. Man, I smoke more than a pack a day, killing off more of my seed doing that than if I was to masturbate. I know one day I'll have it great, but till then I have to wait. Right now, I feel like I'm falling apart, like I'm nothing but a passion flake.
strangely and make a wee sound. Why do we stop doing that? Ganja, lasagna, I manja, day in, day out. Rosters, rocking at your kid's bar mitzvah. Watching Baraka on the plasma while I fade out. Imposters know the game but can't get with us. Herb delicious, so ridiculous. Switch strains up, we so promiscuous. Get waked up, then go and get the piff. Get baked up, then go and get the money. You bunch of dummies, crash test. I take it to the face like a bad catch. Troom gang lighting you like a tan bed. Shrooms black, white, and blue like a sad rap. Answers ain't black and white like a math test. If you hate the green, might fuck around and catch rat. From the damn gang, you know the damn name. Since 10 years old and my pants hang. Since 8 years old, had the pimp game. Had to recognize that I be on my ace kid, man. But I'm solo dolo higher than a jet plane. Your ex sucking hash oil like my dick vein.
You better slow, son. If you wanna get down with this gang. You better slow, son. If you really wanna hang, see, I won't pressure nobody to do something they don't want to do. But this shit here, baby girl, this shit right here won't do no harm to you. 'Cause I'll be on it all day, and I don't regret love. And you could tell me, but I'll probably be the one to tell you when you had enough. You better slow, son. If you wanna get down with this gang. You better slow, son. If you really wanna hang.
If you really wanna hang, give me small grams with me, then let's do it. Let's chew and be the gang, and if you can't hang, please hold, keep it moving. I'm not the lover type, but I keep it hype, that's what I be doing. I'm the young buck that gets fucked up, a blunt and fire, that's a movement. Smoking on kush, got my mind in the zone. What? Feeling so high that a nigga eating clouds. I'm eating it, let's go. I'm smoking on an ounce, got me feeling like a pound. This shit's some loud, nigga. Chum is the gang and we'll kill for the crown. I'm the YG, but them niggas call me boss. Me and my gang, we just suffered a loss. RP to the guys. Hitting this blunt while I scope for the ops. Where these ops at, yo? Blowing up swisher when I ride past the cops. Man, fuck boys.
You better slow, son. If you wanna get down with this gang. You better slow, son. If you really wanna hang. You better slow, son. If you wanna get down with this gang. You better slow, son.
Sticky with the bookie at the cop, Sticky with the cookie at the cop shop, Sticky with the stitchy, how the cops talk, Snitchy with the flipping with the talk, Pluggy got me flipping up the chop. Pluggy got me switching up the plug walk, Banging out these stitches on the thug talk. Pluggy got a lifting how the cop walk, Stopping all the coppers on the block, Lego boy, I guess I got the blocks locked. Stop, what you want from a big dog, Getting too faded in a drop, litty too litty, but I only drink coffee. What you want, bitch, yeah, I got this. I've been on the block with the block, to be honest. Different from these little bitches, what you really got in this?
Where you are, stress me, father, land of fire, boy, cause you don't want no war, that's not why you're so. Where you are, stress me, father, land of fire, boy, cause you don't want no war, that's not why you're so. Rolling down the block, ain't no drop top, filling up the van, got the block lock, daddy like a lion, get your top pot, guns get exposed, make a crop top, marijuana smelling like a grow up, turn the bass off, there's a cop shop, the block on the opposite is stop. Not so many walk, how we talk. Two sides of the coin, there's dog. This falls on those who like spark. Press about to those who talk. I'm the type to bite before I bark. Flyer than a duck or a lock. Many bodies have been laid in the chalk marks. I aim to aspire, got the heart. Play my part near Dog Street or Park. Where you are, stress me, father, land of fire, boy, cause you don't want no war, that's not why you're so. Where you are, stress me, father, land of fire, boy, cause you don't want no war, that's not why you're so.
I'ma get on this like I'm in, like I'm assembling a bunch of words to put together on paper and roll it up and smoke 100 herbs, knit and burning in my verbal wordsmithism, get them high in the herbalist. Cops wanna run the king us cause we all singing and we living at
proclamations of our freedom. We don't wanna type words that we mean and delete them. So sick of the hyperbole speaking. About the street fight, I'm hyper through the speakers. I'll surely leave them leaking. They girls be beaking. I find they mouths, insert my semen. Got God with me, can't be hurt by demons. Plus a little bit of money ain't worth my feelings. You feel me? The goddamn truth.
Where you want stress me for, girl, I'm gonna find you for. Cause you don't want no war, that's not what you're so. Where you want stress me for, girl, I'm gonna find you for. Cause you don't want no war, that's not what you're so.
Yo, they're always watching. They're trying to see what you got going on.
Cause I wanna see if we can make some more.
They ain't working on themselves. They gotta check out our styles, trying to figure
In
it
the
out.
building, thank you for coming. I appreciate
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me. We are fitting in with people.
Before the degradation, I was waiting and replacing the creations that I made with my own soul when it was vacant. She took it, I let it take it, couldn't take it, but still made it. They disgrace is when they put down what it is, they never related. All design is overrated. He got trees, a homie made them. They were waiting for the drop. All the drip got fast and breaking. Cried me a river and she got me bitter. Got me looking like that ever since I was out to kid fish.
You must be some kind of drug. Me, I got change up the tone, call my look. It's never easy to provoke. No little to rob me, I got off the broke. You gonna change me with talk. Them is not stop, thinking them something for sure. Anytime them off the surface with the bad mind, me tell them never mind, come with them one God time. They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
Put on them the venue, nothing we could undo. Bring them in our those who carry blessed vibes through. We could house many crews, they would be successful. Fun should be the vaccine to build up this whole scene.
Nobody want a problem with me. I got the fight, gotta burn them like 400 degrees. The G, it still is what it has seems to be. Needs to be easily what they all need. The G.
Things where they go on when they want to replicate. Even though me that day, you have to argue on the bed. From the depths of the province, me understand with them on the rise. Take the time to calculate.
Go hard, they say that they support hip hop. And then the next month they go and they just quit rock. I find the list and call them out. They ain't got no fire, not so many fire verses. I don't think I need a firing squad.
They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands. I ride to die, you life, trying to define my mind. It shines with mine in the light defiles.
All the while me I try to seek a chance to prove that we should not have an equal stance.
Rewinding winds, the tides they shift when times get devilish. And just trying to find some bliss.
Forgive the ignorance, but me can't see why me seen is supposed to give up my night.
They lied when they tried to take my shine. My vibe is mine and it's mine to take, and I'll take my time.
True to the north, we stand strong and free when we forget opportunity.
We take a break away from fate and fakes to the fate of snakes. They stay away from me today.
Broke the more preordained and foretold upon life and grip my shango hold. They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
They said you'll never make it.
You're not part of the plan.
Any wrong you reach, so break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like your knees are steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
All right. It has been an hour and 36 minutes of power. I'm telling you right now, the 200 episode of the Tyrell Effect. And remember, 200 episodes is just 200 episodes. We still have 8 more episodes to celebrate our 4-year anniversary. So what we do then? Tune in to see.
It's definitely not involving cake.